keep the government and religion separate. That's my big thing. We need to keep government neutral, and we need to keep religion out of politics.
Groups in America have admitted to funneling money in support of extreme right Dutch politician Geert Wilders and his Freedom Party. Unlike what its name implies, this party seeks to combat the Islamification of the Netherlands by use of false propaganda, misinformation, and the influence of money. In 2006, he was elected as a member of the Dutch parliament, running as a pro-business candidate. At that time, the Freedom Party also gained 9 seats in Dutch parliament while running on an anti-Islamic and anti-immigration platform. Calling Islam a violent political ideology, Wilder has vowed to never enter a mosque, even in 100,000 years. He also compares the Quran to Hitler's Mein Kampf. One supporter and large contributor is David Horowitz. Mr. Horowitz operates a network of Los Angeles-based conservative groups that has admitted to compensating Wilder for speaking fees, as well as security services and hotel accommodations for a 2009 trip to the United States. Another one of Horowitz's organizations is the Middle East Forum. This one is a pro-Israeli think tank based in Philadelphia, which sends funds directly to Wilder's lawyer. These funds helped Wilder successfully defend himself against charges of inciting racial hatred. What sounded good at first has finally registered with Dutch voters who finally understood what Wilder stood for. He and his party received a resounding and humiliating defeat on September 12th, when Dutch electorate rejected the conservative position. Wilder vowed that this is not the end of the struggle, and has continued to promote anti-Islamic policies. The head of the massive Russian Orthodox Church, Patriarch Kirill, has said that his church is under attack from foes comprised of feminist punk rock musicians, among other enemies. Back in February, a small group of colorfully clad women, better known as Pussy Riot, burst into the Christ the Savior Cathedral for a little impromptu display. While dancing and waving their arms, the women shouted, "Mother of God, Blessed Virgin, drive out Putin." It was dubbed a punk prayer. The powerful Orthodox Church brought criminal charges against 3 of the perpetrators, who were held for 5 months as they awaited their trial. The women were convicted of hooliganism motivated by religious hatred and were sentenced to 2 years in jail. Critics are saying that the church has fostered an atmosphere of fear when it asks believers to protect holy places. Just in case another punk band shows up. In the meantime, former President Dmitry Medvedev has called for the release of the 3 women, saying that keeping them in prison is unproductive. While some Russians found Pussy Riot's protest offensive, many others believe the church overreacted and thus risks further incidents. Patriarch Kirill holds the position that anyone attacking the church is an enemy of Russia. The incident has pointed the spotlight on a government that has been criticized for its overbearing reaction to dissent. In a rather bizarre twist of religious unity, German Jews and Muslims have joined forces to protest a ban on circumcision instituted by a regional court. Several hundred protesters set aside their differences and gathered in Berlin to demand the religious right to lop off the foreskin of young men at any age. The regional court of Cologne, Germany, had banned circumcision this past June, saying that circumcising young boys on religious grounds amounts to grievous bodily harm. The court placed the ban on the ancient procedure after a 4-year-old Muslim boy was brought to the hospital suffering from excessive bleeding after undergoing circumcision. Although the ban applies only to Cologne region, doctors across the country are now refusing to perform circumcisions in order to avoid any potential legal trouble. The court recently eased up on the outright ban, allowing the procedure when there are appropriate medical reasons and only if it is performed by a medical doctor. The decision doesn't sit too well with the devout who continue to protest. The national government is reconfiguring the laws as the story continues to unravel. Stick with the Infidel for more details.
Atheist Roundtable, a gathering place for rational people. funny pictures and videos.
Profound atheist quotes.
The religious going crazy.
The latest news.
World domination. Casual discussions.
Baby eating.
The ultimate forum for a lively dialogue. Come join the fun at atheistroundtable.com.